And advice on painting animals.
Be out there with them. You know, learn their personalities, learn their gestures, learn their habitat, learn, you know, learn as much as you can about the critters so that when you go to paint them, even if you're interpreting their shapes to where they're maybe not quite accurate, but they're saying what you want to artistically, you're still speaking the animal. You learn how to speak the animal, and the only way you do that is by being with them in the wild. And I mean, obviously some, like mountain lions, you see them once or twice in your lifetime, and you can't help it. You go to a game farm and you watch them there and photograph them there, but as much as you can, be in the wild and learn what they tell you. I mean, Tolstoy, in his essay, What is Art?, said that a painting, a work of art, should say something new. And if you're spending time with the critters, they are always, and I mean always, and I don't say always very often, but they always tell you something new. And they're going to tell you stuff that you thought was wrong, they're going to tell you stuff that the books say are wrong, but they're going to speak to you and they're going to tell you what to paint. And if you listen to them, you'll have no trouble following Tolstoy's adage, because you're going to say something new. Getting at is, you know, a sketchbook and doing that work in the sketchbook, and I think it's important because it keeps you seeing. It just keeps the skill set up, and so that, you know, a lot of times if I'm working on a piece here, after a while I don't see it as well as I used to. You know, I use a mirror so I can see better, but if you have those drawing skills, you recognize if that angle across the eye should have been further down this way or that way. You know, if it's saying something wrong when all of a sudden you've lost your shape. So the drawing skills that you maintain by keeping a sketchbook active, I think, is important. I really love shapes and beautiful imagery and seeing a picture come together in unity. I always feel like my desire is to create a painting as a synthesis in unity in the context of simplicity and beauty. And if I ever do that, I'll feel pretty good about it. And that's a passion. And so, you know, it keeps me going. You know, whether the subject matter is shapes or, you know, on the larger, more accessible scale, the animals themselves and their habitat, just the fun of taking that and bringing a skylight shape right there, and then this beautiful, I hope beautiful shape right in here. How does this relate with this shape right here, and this larger shape right here, and this shape here, and the angularity and the thrust, counter thrust, all working together in union? I mean, that's exciting to me. One of the things I learned from Kuhn, or just not from him speaking to him, but looking at his work, is, you know, I really hate the phrase loosen up, because it's an excuse for far too many artists to quit drawing. But if you look at Kuhn's work, everyone would say, oh, he's so loose, it's so beautiful. Well, but if you look at the shapes of all of that stuff, the shapes are beautiful from edge to edge. No matter if they're, you know, going from small shapes at focal point to bigger and bigger shapes, they're all beautiful shapes. And it's all finished. And so that's how I look at it. That's how I want it to be. Beautiful shapes.